Hi, Best Buds. It's Cathy with Cathy's Garden, and I'm so happy that you've joined me today. Today, we're going to make a junk journal out of your magazine. But first, let's have our shout out to Theola, Sally, Sheila, Connie, Maggie, Danette, E. Bryan, 1408, Evelyn, Donna, and Luddins. I appreciate each and every one of you. All right, so you've selected your magazine that you're going to use. You want to then decide what size you're going to make your magazine, because that way you're not going to make your ephemera too large for your junk journal. All of your ephemera is going to come from pictures out of the magazine in which you have chosen. Your corner pockets, your belly bands, your tags, all of that's going to come from the from the pictures that you're going to make your ephemera out of. So let's just start with that first. I have some cardstock. Actually, it's a file folder, and I have a few pictures here. So I am going to decide that I would like to make a tag about this size. And I am going to use, let's use this picture because it's long and it will fit right here. So I'm going to take my glue stick and I'm going to apply glue to my glue stick. Now I am just kind of applying it in the middle because I sewed all of my pieces of ephemera. You do not have to sew all your pieces. You can just apply glue all over your little cardstock. I lift it up just a little bit so that you can see, you'll be able to see the shadow that your tag piece is making on the picture. That way you can position it where you would like, and then you can press it down, get your scissors, and just trim. So we're going to just trim the tag out, just like this. Okay, now if you want, you can trim it into a tag shape. Looks like this. I mostly took mine, I'm looking from a corner rounder. I rounded the corners of mine, and then I sewed it around on the machine. I did not ink any of mine. I did take a piece of coffee dyed paper and I backed it, unless there was a picture, like if there's some linen pictures or sheets or a bed. That's a nice backing because you can still write on that, because you can see what you're writing and it's not too busy. But a lot of mine, I just coffee dyed. I put a piece of coffee dyed paper on the back. So you can make corner tags, pockets, you can make tags, you can make belly bands, all kinds of things. And you're going to use the pictures. Now, for the cover of your junk journal, you're going to remove the front and the back cover of your journal. Then I glued them together. So you're first going to have to decide what pictures you're going to use. So I would choose this, and you're going to, probably this way, glue these together and then fold them. Now, there's going to be writing on your magazines. There's no way around it. There's going to be writing. Now on this one, you might like this writing on here because this is Victoria, that you might really like that. I took mine, let me see, where is my little journal here? Here it is. I took mine, and here's where the writing was for mine. And I just covered it up with a lavender piece of material. And then I just used my picture for the front, and then I put a little bow and a fabric ruffle with a little bit of trim right here. So this is my cover that I made. I sewed my signatures in. I did put a little bit of a spine in it, a very small spine, but I did put a little spine in. All right, so you have your cover made. You've decorated it. You've taken some pages out of your magazine. Like this is a page out of the magazine. It has a bee on it. And I added that to my page in my junk journal. Then I added a piece of tracing paper and I sewed a little bit of lace on it. Then I added a piece of coffee dyed decorated paper, copy paper. Here's another magazine page. There's another piece of that decorative coffee paper. Here's just a plain piece of coffee paper, coffee dyed paper. Here's another magazine page. And I doubled this with, I took my image of that I wanted for my page out of my magazine, and I just married it and glued it together with a piece of coffee dyed paper, and then I just added some lace to it. I made a pocket right here out of my tracing paper using a piece of magazine, a page out of the magazine. Okay. And then here's my center. I sewed it with lavender thread that you embroidery with, and I added some blue beads. And then we continue on, and here's another pocket right here. And then the other side with the lace, and then the magazine, the coffee dyed paper, some more coffee dyed paper. Here's a magazine page that I just added some netting to. Turn it over. I backed it with some coffee paper, coffee dyed paper. And then some more of this, another tracing paper. This is just a piece of magazine that's in here. And then on the back, had a lot of writing on the back, so we needed to cover it up. So I used material, I used a little lace, I put a ruffle on the side, I put a pocket. It doesn't open like this, it opens right here. This is the pocket right here. So I made a little pocket, just like that. And then this is the back. So let me show you the ephemera that I made to go inside. Now, I have separated it because I made quite a bit of ephemera. This is the ephemera that I'm going to select from. I've already separated it to go with the junk journal that I made. Here's some that I haven't used. I was going to put some pages in here, but I haven't yet. But it's a little, it will be a little booklet. This was in, I thought, in the magazine. I thought that was kind of sweet. I just backed it. Let me get this over here so I can see it a little better, get it. Here's a tag that I made, and here's a larger tag. See, I've backed them with coffee dyed paper. This is some jewelry. I made a little pocket right here. And then this you could use as a tag or a belly band. And then here's a nice tag. And here's one. It has a little bit of doily. This is a sweet little tag. And no, here's one that I backed with a magazine. So you could still write on here because it's very light and you could still see your writing on it. Here's one that I made for a flip. So you would glue this part down on your paper and then it would flip open like this and you would have your writing space. And then here's another large tag right here. But I have chosen these right here to go into the junk journal. So let's go ahead and let's just kind of add a few things here. So I've got a pocket right here. So I thought this pocket would look very nice right here on the front. Right here on the front cover I thought that the colors went nicely. I thought that would be lovely. So let's go ahead and let's add, I'm wondering if I need some glue. I'm going to have to grab some glue. Hang on just a second. All right, so I have my glue. And let's just go ahead and put a little bit of glue on 3 sides of our pocket here. And let's get this placed into our junk journal. Just like that. And because it's hot glue, it's ready for a tag. So we could add something like this, or maybe even something like this. Actually, I like that best. I think that looks very nice in there. Now let's go ahead and let's turn our pages a little bit and see what we have. Right here, I thought that we might add this corner right here. I think that's very sweet. We could put it on, oh, I like that much better. So let's go ahead and add this corner tuck right here. Now all of this ephemera I made from my magazine, everything. So all I needed was my material, a little bit of lace, maybe some ribbon, and then you can, and coffee dyed paper, and then you can just add the rest, make your own. Oh my goodness, isn't that pretty? It's beautiful in there, just beautiful. I have those big pockets. Where did they go? Here's a big pocket. Isn't this one pretty? Oh my goodness, that's so pretty. Now you can ink around the edge if you like that look. I just didn't take the time to do it. But look, it shows through. Isn't that pretty? Oh my goodness, is the other one over on this side? Yes, it's right here. So let's see, I have another big one here. Here's some lavender. That is beautiful. Let's go ahead and stick that inside there. Oh my goodness, isn't that sweet? Now you can stamp on these pages if you want. I'm just going to just add a little bit of tags and pieces of ephemera here and there. I'm not going to make it too full. It's only a 1 signature. That won't quite fit in there. This one will, I think. It will, but I'm not sure I like it in there. Let's go ahead and see what else we have. Oh, here, look. Look at that. That's some more lavender. That will definitely fit in there. Just like that. Oh, you guys, get your magazines. Take the cover of the magazine, make the cover of your junk journal. Make your pieces of ephemera from the pictures out of the magazine. Even your tuck spots and your corner spots, everything. Decorate it up, sew it together, and voila. You have yourself a beautiful junk journal from a magazine. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. I invite you to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. I'll see you there, guys. Bye now.